So without any further ado, hey, hi, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Welcome. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Ann.
New president of the Albany College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. And I've seen a few presidents go by my time when I was teaching there and stuff.
Yes, you have.
Yes.
Well,
How do you like it?
I like it. I'm really enjoying it. I'm new to the Capital region, and my wife and I are really enjoying getting to know the area, and we've had a great time up until now.
It's a friendly area, isn't it? I mean,
It's
you
a
know,
very
people talk about New York, but
Right.
no, this area is very friendly.
Yeah. There's a lot of different things to do here. You can do outdoor stuff, or you can do city stuff.
And you have 2 campuses.
That's right. We have a campus in Burlington, and I usually try to Burlington, Vermont. I try to go up there about once a month, and I've enjoyed getting to know the folks up there and really aligning that campus with the needs of that community. So 2 very different communities.
Is that the only college of pharmacy in Vermont?
It is. We're
Yeah.
the only school in the state of Vermont.
Is that cool?
That is very.
I remember when I was going there, everybody would go to Vermont to get their license because there was no college there, and they figured they could get a job there if they.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. There are a few alums have done that.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think they do that much anymore. You know, you walked into the college, which has expanded under Gazzo to many buildings, 2 campuses.
Right.
And I see that you're looking at a lot of new initiatives. And
Right.
what is your focus now? We've got the campus, we've got the 2 campuses. Where do you see the college going?
You know, Jim Gazzo had a great run as a president. He expanded the college physically from 1 building to 7 buildings. We went from 600 students to 1,600 students. We saw a lot of new programs, but that expansion was a physical expansion, and we're pretty much about the size we want to be. And I see us in this next area, not focusing so much on bricks and mortar, but really on people and programs. So we're going to be investing in people, and we're going to be investing in new programs. And this is a great time to be doing that. There's so many changes going on in the healthcare system.
Absolutely.
And in the health sciences. So it's a very fluid and dynamic time, and it's time for us to get ahead of the curve and really anticipate the direction these things are going.
And I should add that in the beginning, it sounds like biblical here, but in the beginning,
Right.
it was an Albany College of Pharmacy, and that's
right.
pretty much all it did. Then it expanded to med tech, and so there was medical technology. And then that program went away, and it was still pharmacy. Then it blossomed, and you have, what, 34 or 40 programs now?
We do have a lot of programs. I'm
That
not
health sciences did it.
So we expanded from the original mission of just a college of pharmacy, and we built out from pharmacy. So there are so many supporting sciences that and health careers that we have to, educate students for. So we have undergraduate programs and graduate programs. And the health sciences has gotten to be so sophisticated. And if you think about all the different technologies that are coming out that are affecting the practice of medicine, and we're trying to underpin that with educating the next generation to be able to use those technologies.
Lise Wheeler, who is with Laboratory Science, she's going to be on the show to talk about that.
Excellent.
Because she really tries to encourage people to think about that as a career path.
Yeah.
You also work closely with Dr. Shakamuso with the research end of it.
Right.
So that gives students an opportunity to really get their feet wet.
Yeah, so they can get both the basic science where they can get very practical education. This is an interesting era because the healthcare system is moving to what we call personalized medicine. And personalized medicine is designing pharmaceutical treatment and the practice of medicine to meet everyone's individual makeup, their genetic makeup,
DNA,
their genetic makeup, their lifestyle, their the sort of their physical condition, and so there's a lot of basic science feeds into personalized medicine. You got you know, looking at genetic markers, looking for your
The BRCA, yeah.
and then the use of diagnostics, the use of physiological monitors to track blood pressure, blood oxygen, heart rate, and then you're looking at very rapid screening technologies. And so we have to manage all this information, and so there are actually very significant information technology challenges. So this is really a very exciting area because the basic sciences are really hitting the practice of medicine. We call it bench to bedside, going from the lab bench to an
it's changed totally.
It's absolutely changed. So the other thing that's changed is the reimbursement system. Oh. There is a drive now.
Headache.
Yeah, headache. There is a drive now to what is called value-based services. So the practice of medicine traditionally has been very much a fee-for-service practice. So you fill a prescription, you're paying for 20 pills in a bottle or something. The drive to value-based would be reimbursing for cures, not services. And so that's a very different dynamic, and it creates a different level of investment. Again, that ties into personalized medicine.
Well, when I first started, it's a long time ago, you couldn't talk to your patient about medication at all because that was the doctor's purview there. Then we developed that we now do consultations, which was great. And it's mandatory. It is mandatory. You can ask your pharmacist about your drugs, and they are required to discuss this with you. Okay, do they get paid for that?
That's
the problem.
Yes, it's increasingly becoming reimbursable.
Because you take time to talk to your patient.
Well, and so this is a big area we're teaching our pharmacy school students. It's called medication therapy management, and that is just managing the many different drugs a person will be taking. It's not uncommon for people as they get older in life to take more and more medications, and you go into some of these nursing homes, and people could be on 20 to 30 different medications, and
that has to be managed.
That has to be managed, and that's not something that's going to fall to a physician. That's going to fall to a pharmacist. And it also requires an understanding of drug-drug interactions, of dosage levels. It can be quite sophisticated. And that is a role for a pharmacist. And as we go to value-based medicine, that type of management is going to become more and more important.
Well, one of the problems, of course, is that as you take these medications, you find out that maybe 5 medications are what you need to treat. Then you've got all these other ones to treat the side effects of the drugs that you were taking, which is really, we've got to kind of get around that somehow. And the pharmacist is the one that can do that.
The pharmacist can. And the other thing is, so this whole new area of pharmacogenomics. Pharmacogenomics is to design drugs that fit your particular genetic makeup. So often, a side effect is related to how your body processes a drug. A different drug you may process differently. So we can design the exact types of drugs you take based on your genetics, and with the idea that you'll minimize side effects. And so this whole emerging field of pharmacogenomics offers great hope for the future, but it challenges too. It's challenges designing those drugs and understanding the basic human genetics that go into it, and also the whole economics around small markets.
I mean, you're looking at the Hep C drugs that are what, $1,200 a tablet or a treatment or something, and they need how many treatments? I mean, it makes it difficult because as a pharmacist, I mean, you're looking at these expensive tablets and you have to stock them, and you don't. How are you going to do do?that? And
the whole inventory.
There's a whole infrastructure of being.
So it's a complicated world.
Now, if there's a pharmacist watching out there and says, I'd really like to go back and maybe pursue law or something, is there a way of coming back through the pharmacy to develop a new career?
Well, so we do have several joint degree programs. We have our predominant degree is the Doctor of Pharmacy. We have a Doctor of Pharmacy, and you can get a JD with Albany College of Law. We have a PharmD MBA with Union Graduate College. So there are joint programs that you can sort of piggyback your pharmacy education and get into one of those other fields. People that do that do well. Those sort of
They're in demand.
Interdisciplinary fields are quite attractive, and they end up doing quite well.
And I just read recently that to have two specialties, whatever they are,
Right.
gets you much better than the one specialty in any field, because you know, if you know computer sciences and you know engineering, you are just golden. You know?
Yeah, so the two things in education are interdisciplinary education and experiential education. So like you say, getting knowledge at the interface between two disciplines is a very lucrative thing to do. It's very fascinating. That's where the action is. But also getting experiential education, getting that boots on the ground experience in the workplace. And this is something that we want to really push too. We're starting an initiative which I call Beyond Practice Ready.
I like that, yeah.
So often we worry about in professional training is, are our students going to be practice ready? Are they going to be able to go into a pharmacy and operate as they should? And I'm telling the faculty, we're not worried about practice ready. We want to go beyond practice ready so not only can they go into a pharmacy today, but whatever tomorrow's pharmacy looks like, they'll be able to go into
to
that.
transition into that.
Yeah, and so they'll have that adaptability and that interdisciplinary knowledge and skill sets that allow them operate as we see things evolving. So.
Well, I think you're doing a great job. I must compliment you. I mean, when I taught at the College of Pharmacy, one of the things I worked with students was communication, and look where I am today. You know, as after I retired from pharmacy, now I'm doing this. So it really helped me in a new area.
And those are some of those beyond practice ready skill sets, right?
We're speaking with Greg Dewey, who is the new president of the Albany College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. I want to welcome you again into our community, and I'm so pleased to see you as dean, and I'm looking forward to seeing some great initiatives coming forward. And thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me on the show, Ann. I really enjoyed it. School in the state of Vermont.
Is that cool?
That is very
I remember when I was going there, everybody would go to Vermont to get their license because there was no college there, and they figured they could get a job there if they.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. There are a few alums have done that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I don't think they do that much anymore. You know, it's a friendly area, isn't it? I mean, you know, people talk about New York, but no, this area is very friendly.
Yeah. There's a lot of different things to do here. You can do outdoor stuff, or you can do city stuff.
And you have two campuses.
That's right. We have a campus in Burlington, and I usually try to Burlington, Vermont. I try to go up there about once a month, and I've enjoyed getting to know the folks up there and really aligning that campus with the needs of that community. So two very different communities.
Is that the only College of Pharmacy in Vermont?
It is. We're the only.
There and stuff.
Yes, you have.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
how do you like it?
I like it. I'm really enjoying it. I'm new to the capital region, and my wife and I are really enjoying getting to know the area, and we've had a great time up to.
So, without any further ado, hey, hi, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Welcome. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Ann.
New president of the Albany College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. And I've seen a few presidents go by my time when I was teaching